and you spent the night
that next morning.
Right. If you a good nigga, you gonna cook breakfast and you gonna wine and dine. I mean, everybody deserves to be put on a pedestal. So that's what I feel.
At the moment, you gotta. It's like to seal the deal. You gotta seal the deal. I mean, honestly, I'm not dating anybody or anything like that. I know, I
no
keep
sugar.
I feel sorry for the dating bro these days.
I ain't got time.
Do.
It's too much.
I just look at y'all.
For the what?
The single people.
Say,
I look at the single people, and
I don't
just
like married people. They got always single and
You be
no,
looking
only
down.
because it's
You don't
hard
like single
out here.
people?
Not because of y'all. I'm just saying it's hard out here to meet good people nowadays.
It really is.
The internet,
It is.
social media, you don't know who's who, what they're
It's not
doing,
even
what
hard,
their
it's
missions. Are they
scary.
coming for the
Yeah.
money?
it's scary.
Do
It
they
is.
want the
It is.
fame?
Yeah,
So now, do you settle for somebody who you dated before that wasn't so good because of you're scared of the dating world now? Like, I still don't feel like that's an excuse.
With the excuse to say, oh, well, maybe time changed them. Like, maybe, I don't give a damn. Father Time wasn't good to none of us. Look at me. Look at this shit here. Like, look at what we going through. Like, this world is, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different than what it was, coming up. And it's different than, and just relationships and interpersonal relationships and how people look at each other, how people respect each other is way different than it was in the 80s and the 90s. This shit today, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that, it's on, I guess, this generation, like, sitting in this room, not counting you. Yeah. Hopefully you're learning from this conversation, but this generation here, the 28 to 34 age gap, you know what I'm saying? This generation is like the last of the Mohicans when it comes to actually being able to have seen a relationship and how it should be, kind of, sort of.
Like, as far as from
as
their
far as
parents?
from their parent, not even their parents, like their grandparents, because their parents is fucked up.
Yeah,
like, the grandparents. You had a
are
chance
25
to see,
now.
Right. The parents are 16, 17. They don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So we're like the last generation that can really rectify a lot of this, fuckery in the dating world and in the relationship world, when it comes
Thanks,
to
Dana.
all of that stuff. So
What Dana said. I want to jump on you now.
Dana's right. So we're not gonna cut her off today. Dana's right, but definitely, it's scary. Like, I don't like investing too much time in it. I learned my lesson about investing time over the last year. I done invested some time. I couldn't claim it on my taxes. I couldn't get it back.
I want all of my time and every extra.
So how
come
much
with
time would you be
W-2s.
willing to invest where you say no? This is just it.
For me, you can't shortchange people either. That's the fucked up part. People will be like, yo, I'll give you, 2 weeks. We figure it out. That's not enough time to give somebody a realistic answer either. You really have to see how people live. You got to see what they're about. Mm-hmm. Really, if you really want to get to know them, you got to take that time. So me, I'm a 90-day type of person, but that's 90 days with you being active and that person being active. Mm-hmm. It's a two-way street. If that's not a two-way thing, you can see that in the first, 2 weeks if they're going to be active with you. It's not just a phone thing. Like, I hate women that just want to text you all the fucking time, or fucking emojis, fucking everything. Like, why the fuck can't I see you? I don't want to FaceTime you. I don't want to
text you. They really don't want to be bothered.
I
want to
fucking see you. I want to fucking be around
that you. Really like, you be like, damn, I can't wait to talk to Bae. I'm calling him. I'm not gonna text him. If you like, oh, here's shorty, whatever.
Yeah,
and that's why I tell females communication is key, because if I don't, not that communication through text message, communication, like I need to talk to you. We got to vibe on many levels, not just because oh, Ty, you like sex, we're gonna talk about that all day. No, I want to know how educated you are. Like, I really like to brain fuck a lot of people, because I like people to hang themselves. So I will ask you certain things so that way you can answer it, and then if it's something that I don't really like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm not, because I could sense, like you say, you're an energy person. Like, I could sense the bullshit. Like, if you trying to bullshit me, that could only last but so long. Like, unless you a really good liar. And there's some people out there that are really good liars, and they could keep a lie going for years. But I mean, kudos to those who get past me when it comes to that. But you just gotta let people talk, because some people get on a high horse so quickly now. Like, you can ask them one question and they start talking about what they've done, how much money they making, they start telling you their whole life. And it's like, oh, you a chatterbox. Okay, so now I see I can't talk to you and tell you something personal, because I already see that you already talking about your ex like she's the worst person in the world, but you've dealt with her for a while. Like those people I watch out for too. Like those people who are so quick to down other people and say, well,
finger pointers.
you know, it wasn't me. Like it was my ex did everything.
Exactly.
I didn't have nothing to do with anything. Those are the people I watch out for because it's like, come on, everybody make mistakes at the end of the day. So if you out here telling me that, you know, this person did you wrong and you did nothing wrong, that's kind of crazy.
Nothing.
I feel like the best way if you get into a new relationship is to go to that person's ex right away. I don't care if you.
I don't know.
Hold
the
To
phone.
me, because they're going to tell you anything you need to know about that person.
What you mean have a meeting? You talking about like having
wanna
like
have
a
a
business?
fucking
Really like a
business meeting?
conversation,
Mike,
just so
Mike,
you can know and
Mike, what you
stop-
Mike, what you think?
Mike,
Please,
come on.
please,
You don't have to
Mike,
guess
Come on.
nothing. You
Come
don't
on.
have to
Get on the mic,
assume
Mike.
nothing.
Mike, we need
that
you,
person
Mike.
will tell you exactly how it was with that relationship, and you
Fuck
can
is
choose
that?
to
That could
move
be a finger
on.
pointer too, though.
B.
Right, Crash,
But
right?
no, you'll be able to see. Trust me, you will be
That's
able to
like
see.
watching Boomerang. You remember when Eddie Murphy was out there in the courtyard and you know he was talking to the girl
Y'all just
and
got
Gina
bad.
was over
Y'all
the
don't want
fence
to
What if they
Yeah,
lie to you
bad.
because they don't want
Snitching.
you to have a person?
No, it's gonna be-
snitching.
this-
She was
Mike,
crazy.
Mike, what's your view on that? Like,
Mike, I don't know what she talking about, man.
On going to the ex.
Yeah, no. What she
If
was
I
just
said,
talking
Mike,
about.
I
She
want
was,
you to talk to my ex and see, just talk to him, get a feel.
who says that?
Would you do
But-
that?
You never know if they're gonna tell the truth or not.
Right. You don't know that.
Y'all
Because
probably on
I-
side cahooting.
Because I don't know y'all.
I feel like
you know
they'll
what I mean?
tell the truth.
You feel like they'll tell the
Yeah,
truth?
just because that's your ex. You're
How
not
much money you
together
wouldn't put
anymore.
on that?
Whatever.
I'm
I
playing.
mean,
I'm playing.
why wouldn't they tell the truth? Like this? is
Because
what
that's
it
not what
is.
people do
It's-
today.
Well, that
That's
means
why.
you and your ex left off on bad terms.
I'ma tell-
Because
no.
if y'all was on
It's
good
a
terms,
possibility, but
they would say good
Right.
things. So I gotta check you. Like why?
See, but they can say good things and still not tell the truth. They can tell you what they want you to know because
Right.
people don't want to see you happy. That's, the reality of it is they're going
Right.
to tell
That's
you
true.
whatever it is to push your button, especially if you're coming to them. If they're coming to you, that's one thing because exes ain't gonna come to you unless something is fucked up or they mentioned or you mentioned their name or they mentioned their name for no apparent reason. Exes don't come around like that. So if you go to them, now they have control over the narrative.
But what if you just come in respectfully as a lady?
That doesn't
Like,
matter because you can come to another man as respectful as you want to be.